I'm back from my walk. Why don't I say that properly? Hi, I'm back from my walk. It was chilly. Um, I did have my woolly hat and my cardigan on underneath my coat and my scarf wrapped around my neck. My chin's quite cold. But towards the end I was getting warm, so I loosened my scarf off and pushed my little woolly hat up a bit because, as you probably know, the hat will hold the heat in. So sometimes if I get warm and I've got it on, I'll take it off. Anyway, it was dull and overcast and chilly, but I did take some photographs and I got a couple of birds, but I don't think they're very good. We'll see. Anyway, I want to talk to you about yesterday, which, as you know, I didn't really handle very well, but I'll give you the information. I got downstairs and I got a text message from my neighbour across the road asking me if I had power, and in here I had. So I fired up my computer and then noticed that I had no broadband. So my broadband router is through in the barn, which is an extension of the house that used to be the centre. So I went through there and there was no power in there. And this has happened before. It used to happen a lot. It's on a different circuit. So sometimes, anyway, I phoned UK Power Networks immediately. They were fantastic. And then I got a text message a bit later to say they'd be here about 9:15. Okay. Anyway, my IT CCTV cameraman was due at 9 o'clock. I'd just started my walk, which was late because of what was going on. And I got a phone call from him to say that they were nearly here. So I said, oh dear, had I better come back then? And he said, well, I think it'd be a good idea. So back I went and left him the keys, and he knows this place really well because he's been doing my work since 2002. Anyway, off I went. I didn't do my full walk because I was feeling a little bit stressed by then, and there was so much going on, and as you all know, I'm very much a routine person. So anyway, I get back from my walk and IT Kevin says, two bits of good news for you. One, he'd run a power cable from the house into the office and connected the router. So I would have network connection in here. What a diamond. Two, he said, UK Power Networks are here. And I got back about 9:20 from my walk. So I went out and I talked to the guy who was across the road cutting branches that were touching a cable, and evidently those branches had tripped the fuse, which is further up the field behind where it was. What diamonds, what stars. Anyway, get back in, and my IT guy has always been a Mickey taking devil, and he had his assistant with him or helper with him, and they were doing some work with the cameras, the new cameras showing my back door and all sorts of other bits and pieces. And he's always been a Mickey taker, and when I'm feeling stressed, which I had allowed myself to be, I don't do that very well. Anyway, to cut a very long story short, the power went back on. Great. And then about 6 times, not only in the barn but in here, it flicked on and off. So I contacted UK Power Networks again, and they said yes, they were trying to do some work because of all the issues. So they were actually doing some changes down at the main power box. Anyway, but I did struggle with it because the thought of not having access to the internet, and my phone signal is really poor in here because of the foil insulation. So sometimes I can't even get a 3G signal. So you can imagine me, who loves my Facebook, who loves my time. And then I started feeling guilty because I hadn't responded to all your good morning messages. But then I said, stop feeling guilty. All these wonderful people will understand. And of course you did. And I want to say a massive thank you for your love, your support during that stressful time. I did work as I taught myself to work. I worked with All Will Be Well, and breathing in the peace. And yes, it did work. But sometimes, just sometimes, you have to allow yourself those negative moments so you can lift yourself back up. So sorry this is a long one, but I thought it was worth sharing that with you. Take care. Have a good day. Risk of snow here later and tomorrow. Boo! We don't like snow. So anyway, I'll shut up now. Bye!